Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high right center field. And it is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Something I thought we'd never see. 100 on the season. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0. And we'll take one more look at the big one. 100 home runs in a season. Can you believe it? Ivan Abreu will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. Grounded up the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. Number 1 steps in now.
Number 1.
He's set. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
He's definitely in the middle of an MVP type year. I mean, he just keeps coming through time after time after time. Picks up another RBI here with a hard hit double.
Digging in to try it again, Yasmani Grandal. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Braves on top, 2-1. Number 1 will try to keep it going here. Already a home run and a double in this one.
Well, sometimes, Matty, you're just flat out feeling it. He took some very good-looking hacks earlier in BP, and obviously it's translating to the game.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final.
Yasmani Grandal digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Popped up. Rendon is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left for Atlanta. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Bryce Harper strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A pause and the 0-2. He pulls this one into right. Broussard is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. We're through 6 full. The Nationals are out in front here, 8-2. Number 1 We'll stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First offering on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Yasmani Grandal stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Harper, still going back. Gone, a fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season, and it's now an 8-7 ball game.
The thing about what he's been able to accomplish this year is that
Number 1 has been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double.
Well, he's just making it look easy no matter what kind of pitch they throw his way. Chance at a rare 5-hit game here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Revere is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to the Show Nation. To the MLB. Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. It'll be fun watching these two swing. Number 1 strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Den Decker looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. So stepping in, Trey Turner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Two down, runners at first and second. To first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair. They still trail 1-0. Number 1 stands in.
First baseman, number 1.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard towards second. So this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The catcher, number 9.
Trey Turner stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Defoe is right there, but the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Number 1 will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
0-1, here's the pitch. And it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Harper looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball.
Number 1 will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Hunter ranging into shallow right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things.
And we've got a pinch hitter into the on-deck circle now as he'll hit with a runner at second and nobody out. And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Number one swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
Shot towards second. That's in there. Base hit. Now third base coach Juan Samuel's going to wave him in. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
The batter, number 15, second baseman.
What a clutch piece of hitting right there. You get the hit, you drive in the tying run. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take a lead in this ball game, and man, is he fired up.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Harper on the run. 1 away. On the ground to third. Rendon is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
It took him a while to pick up that first hit of the ball game, but he made it count as he was able to drive in the run on the RBI single.
Vizcaíno.
And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
4 runs.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Atlanta Braves. Number 1 steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here.
Number 1.
He's set. Here it comes. Driven to right field and deep. Stanton looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And it's given Atlanta a 2. Number 1 gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Onto the shortstop covering, and he dropped the ball. And wow, a difficult to comprehend E6 there.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him.
Stepping in, Yasmani Grandal. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Stanton. Gone. A fence scraper, but still good for 3 runs. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. And even 20 home runs for him now. Martin Prado will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play. With a moment now, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Number 1 will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty good one so far. We'll see if they pitch him any differently right here in this at-bat.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. High and deep to right center field. Yelich going back. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as this lead got even wider.
Yeah, make it 4 home runs as a team now after that last one, and this guy's led the way with 2 of those 4. I tell you, I wouldn't give it.
Giancarlo Stanton is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
Now batting, first baseman.
Number 1 will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away. Number 1 will step in looking perhaps for a 3-homer ball game.
Yeah, and on fire doesn't even begin to describe his performance so far. You talk about swinging a heavy stick, no doubt.
And the catch is made there, 2 gone. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 10-3. Good night from Miami.
For the Marlins, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Culmer Metro Rail Station.
Back to the MLB pregame show as we prepare you for Game 2 of our series with the always important Tops Player Spotlight. Number 1 will be our subject. Coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And, you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters. In baseball, it's usually when there are runners in scoring position, and he found himself up in that situation a number of times. It was pretty special to watch him out there, so I'm excited to see what he does to back it up.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for baseball, and we'll have it for you next. From the newest ballpark on the Major League landscape, there's a look inside Marlins Park in Miami. The calendar has turned to September, and we're ready for baseball between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Steve, how do they go about trying to start out the month with a win?
Well, this is a team that just knocks the walls down. They lead the league in doubles already, and you keep producing those extra base hits, you're going to produce a lot of wins.
Jose Fernandez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you can see he absolutely dominates left-handed hitters. We'll see if that trend continues here in this one.
Number 1 will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night. Into the windup and the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Career number 247. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he is...
Justin Bohr walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Pitch is popped up. Number 1 is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. The Braves on top, 1-0. Number 1 steps in now.
Now batting, number 1.
Shot towards second. And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit. Around first, heading for second now. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And if he's maybe thinking about the cycle, he's got the 2 hardest parts out of the way now after the home run.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne. 1-2, here it comes. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, this is due justice for the guy on the mound. He probably should have had the strikeout on the last pitch, but, you know, at the plate, you got to know.
Alfred Broussard is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Bohr in foul ground, and that's the third out. 1 left for Atlanta. They lead it 1-0. Number 1 will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3.
Well, he'd taken care of the 2 toughest parts of the cycle earlier. Now he gets the easiest one out of the way. And if he can come up with a double in his next time through, he can make this a game to remember.
Yasmani Grandal strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Grounded to short. Echeverria's there, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Atlanta leads it 1-0. Christian Yelich struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner's on the move for second, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Marlins leave 1, and it's still 3-1. Sean Alvarez is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Sean Alvarez.
Number 1 stands in.
Leading off for Atlanta, first baseman, number 1.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. And he'll round it and try for third. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Safe. You've got one goal here in the ninth. That's get the tying run to the plate. And he just whacks this ball. A single might have done the same thing, and I think he took a little bit of a chance at...
So coming to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Now they will get the out at first, and on top of that, the runner hesitated, and he's forced to stay put.
Right fielder number 30.
Alfred Broussard comes to the plate now, representing the potential tying run.
Well, if he gets the pitch to drive right here, you can bet that he's going to give it a rip. But at the very least, they need a productive AB out of him right here.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Bohr has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2.
Oh, and that's a big pitch right there to get that pop-up. That keeps the runner stuck tight to third base. And now with 2 away, your chances of getting that run home just took a big hit.
Juan Lagares makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Now this small but vocal crowd come to their feet. On the ground to the right side. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Well, you always want to finish the year strong, and they get September off to a good start with a well-played ball game and a good victory right here.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was all game long.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 3-1. So long from South Florida.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners.
Back here on the MLB.